I've probably made an extra $1 million in the past 2 years because I went to college versus when I didn't. And what I mean by this is, should you go to college for wholesaling real estate? What is up, guys? Zach in here.
Rick in here.
And in today's video, we're going to break down exactly if you should go to college to have success in wholesaling real estate. I know this is a hotly contested issue, but I really want to break it down for everyone who's in college right now thinking, oh, should I drop out and just go into wholesaling full time? Should I stay in here? Do I need college? Do I not? We're going to break down exactly if you should or if you should not. The honest truth of, is college needed for wholesaling real estate? Before we get into it, guys, do me a favor and smash the like button and subscribe, and let's break it down. So college, right?
Yeah.
Do you need it for wholesaling real estate?
Do you need it? We all know the answer to that. It's no. This is a little bit controversial for me. I went to college. Okay. I only went to college because my parents suggested it. And honestly, I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. And my parents paid for it. So I just went. I'm here to tell you, I didn't do well in college. And I felt like I just did not fit in there. So college didn't really help me out with wholesaling. It didn't help me out with any type of connections. I don't think college is bad as it's getting a bad rap. I look at it as continued education. And if you can look at the ROI on it and it makes sense, then go for it. If you can get your college paid for it, you can finish it up in high school and you can get through it as fast as possible, then I don't think it can actually hurt you.
No, I think college is actually needed for society to a point. Now, this is where you and I will defer on our opinions here, but as somebody else that went to college, has their full degree, and wholesaled real estate on the side, I'm kind of the no excuse, no nonsense person. So let me break down my story with it, because you went to college, corporate life, and then got into wholesaling.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of got into wholesaling real estate when I was in high school. I didn't even need, what's the point of a high school diploma to a point for wholesaling? But the honest truth is, no, college is not going to help you when it comes to wholesaling real estate. To a point, college really doesn't help with a lot of other stuff if you really look at it from the nitty gritty, but college is going to help to a point. So let me kind of break down my story with it. I mean, I started wholesaling in high school, made about $100K before I graduated, and then I went to college on some very, very, very interesting specifications that not a lot of people have. So you might think, oh, Zach went to college and he was wholesaling, which means he's pro-college. Now, I got a full ride scholarship.
I didn't pay for a dime of his college, guys. Not one dime.
I got paid thousands of dollars per semester in bonus scholarships. So basically, I was getting paid to go to college. And to a point, that this is probably the kicker. This is why I probably stuck to college. I graduated college in about 18 months because I got a 2-year degree in high school, and I was able to basically do 24 months of schooling in 18 months because I took a bunch of semesters and I just rammed through the thing. Another big bonus for me was I think I graduated with a 3.5, nothing crazy. I basically had close to a 4.0 before my last semester. I kind of gave up. The point is because I kind of have an eidetic memory. So I can just read a college textbook for an hour and then have that thing memorized, take a test the next week, and I remember it all. So I'm definitely in the odd category for most college students. I was in the business school, so it really wasn't that hard. For me, I chose to stay in college while wholesaling. I could have probably made more money if I just dropped out and did wholesaling full time. But honestly, it was 4 to 5 hours a week for me for college. It was, most kids like partying, 18, 19. I just
What age did you graduate college?
19.
At 19.
But here's the thing. It's I could read the textbook, memorize it, and then take the test. I'm fine. Most people can't do that. It's going to take you more time. So every single person is
People
different.
like me?
No, I mean,
guys, I had to read the textbook 15 times and go through the night. And I'm kind of the complete opposite of him. I'm a very visual person. I have to look at it. He gets a name, he memorizes it. We all learn differently. Yeah. And when we looked at college, he took the ROI out of my hands. He's getting experience. Guys, listen, you always need to be learning in life. I mean, there are some decent skills they teach you. So I got a degree in finance. You got one in
business administration.
Okay. And then the idea was they taught skill sets that eventually will help you out somewhere. The problem with college I have is the people that are not looking at the return on investment. If you have somebody signing a $50, $100, $150,000 loan and you're not going to use that degree for what you want to do for a living, it makes no frickin' sense at all to me at all.
Well, I'll tell you this. And this is something that not a lot of people think about, and this is something for me. I've probably made an extra $1 million in the past 2 years because I went to college versus when I didn't. And what I mean by this is, if I never went to college, I would have never forced myself to learn virtual wholesaling, forced myself to learn cold calling because bandit signs are working so well. That me going to college and me not having those bandit signs anymore forced me to become an expert in cold calling, an expert in delegating my systems, where you didn't really have the cold calling infrastructure in place because you're doing so well in direct mail.
I didn't need it, yeah.
That I was kind of forced to do it. And I know we all love pooping on college, right? But the truth is, for me, I've made so much more money and I've changed so much more lives because I took that time to learn to cold call in college 5 hours a day, 5 days a week for a year straight than if I didn't go to college. So what I'll tell you is I don't regret anything I've done. I would have probably learned cold calling, but I would have been not as well because I'm telling you, if I didn't learn that cold calling, a lot of things in my life could have changed. We get so many virtual deals sent to us, and we do so many virtual wholesaling deals that I had that experience when I was 18, 19 years old doing that in my dorm room that it changed everything. So I can tell you right now, you don't need to go to college to force yourself to learn virtual wholesaling. It's kind of what made me do it. So that is the biggest pro. I've made millions more dollars going to college than without because I kind of forced myself to it. A lot of people think the networking opportunities in college is great. Unless you're going to be the next Facebook, it's probably not going to be like I made amazing lifelong friends in college. They ain't helping me out in business, okay? They're all getting jobs, which no fault to them, but it's not the craziest thing in the world like for an entrepreneur in wholesaling real estate.
I remember the phrase that was beat into my head when I was in high school and coming out of college. I go, remember, pick a good college because it's going to be the best 4 years of your life. I remember thinking like, why would the best 4 years of my life be between like 18 and 22, which is the average college age? Because it's like being on vacation every day. You can party, go to the clubs, you have no responsibilities. Guys, I'm here to tell you, he's living proof of it. I'm living proof of it that your 4 best years of life should never be in college. And if you're thinking that way, you're thinking wrong. If you want to do college, I have no problems with it. College prepares you to get a job. And there's some great high paying jobs out there. And I have no problem with it. Society has to function. We need college. It's not going anywhere. But make the 4 best years of your life from like 22 to like the day you die. Like you should be getting better every year of your life. I hate when people go back, oh, remember back in college? That was so fun. It was the greatest times of your life. Honestly, that should never be the peak of your life. It should be the beginning. So here's the only tips I can share with you. He was smart enough with his mother. I wasn't really part of this much. Is they figured out how to take advantage of college credits while you were in high school.
Yeah, some places have them, some don't. You can basically just take college classes in high school. Dual enrollment, you can learn it. The state actually pays for it. It's pretty cool. The tips I can give to you if you're in college though is I'll tell you one class to avoid in college that like I never majored in it or took the class in it, but I sat in a couple real estate investing classes at the business school, and it was I think it's like a top 20 business school in the entire country where I went, and I sat in the real estate investing class, and I was taught by this big shot realtor. I give him credit. The guy made like 800, 900K a year in commissions. He owned this big brokerage, and he was kind of doing it for like a side fun project. He taught the class. Not a bad dude. He actually taught a sales class I took, and it was actually a really good sales class. But this is stuff I could learn on YouTube, obviously. They did mock calls for the sales thing. It was great. But I sat in the real estate investing class. It is literally like a Bigger Pockets YouTube channel just regurgitated.
Yeah.
And it just teaches you cap rates, how to do management. I get it. I would avoid that class. Check YouTube out. The truth is the best real estate education you can get straight up here is on YouTube. It is the best one. But the classes I think you should have took that you and me still use on a daily basis for our skills. Number one is accounting. It was pretty good accounting classes I took.
Yeah.
Very intense, but it was worth it for me.
Accounting's good.
Accounting is legit. You can learn all on YouTube, but the accounting stuff we learned was very, very good. The next thing I think that I got a lot of knowledge from, this kind of brings me to understanding things to a point when it comes to like my professional life to a point. It's like we make millions of dollars in wholesaling real estate, and we don't invest all of that back into wholesaling. We put that into passive income investments, like a bunch of portfolio stuff, taking a lot of high level finance classes.
Yeah.
I actually think it was really well for me learning debt markets, liquidity. Finance definitely was one I do recommend. It was actually one that was fascinating to me. Kind of a tough class, but something I still use today, and it's made me, I could say, millions of dollars just taking that class, just understanding my investments, and that's helped me out so much outside of real estate.
And one other class people often overlook, if you're in college, try to find a class that pushes your comfort level. My problem is these colleges are way behind between like the YouTube teaching and everything, but like a simple speech class.
Well, a public speaking class.
A public speaking class.
I took a public speaking class. I had to do 15 presentations in front of 1,000 people in an auditorium. That was probably one of the biggest growths I've had. Besides cold calling,
It will make you grow. So there are some advantages to colleges. I always look at it, look at your return on investment, your ROI. If you have your kid signing a $100,000 loan to go get like an arts degree and they don't know what they're doing, I got to be honest with you, you need to ask some like deeper questions. He took the ROI out of my hand. He went out and got scholarships, had other people pay for it. Heck, he walked away with college with more money than what they gave him. And he got it done in basically, a year and a half, 2 years? If you're going to do it that way, get through it as fast as you can. I love the art of learning. I just don't think colleges are up to date. If you want to get a job and a professional job, then you have to go through those systems. And you shouldn't be knocking on people going through them.
That's like a lot of people expect this video to be like, colleges stink, be an entrepreneur, drop out in 5 seconds. The truth is, I'm telling you straight up, for me, the ROI of college, probably $1 million versus not paying for it, because I learned virtual wholesaling in that system and doing it. I can't say anything bad about going to college in my experience. I have a lot of great skills. Some other skills I learned, business law. I'm telling you right now, my business law class was taught by a Harvard graduate professor in law. I learned a lot of stuff about torts liabilities, like lawsuits, especially in the business world. That's helped me a lot in wholesaling real estate, I can tell you right now. Definitely a class that easily could be on YouTube. So if you're not willing to like go to college, take these classes, or being in front of like Harvard educated type law professors, go to YouTube and they got Harvard law professors teaching this stuff absolutely for free. The problem is most people don't want to read through pages and pages of code, tort lawsuits, seeing litigious people and stuff, and actually knowing how laws work. Using that experience, which you obviously have, reading back on my wholesaling laws, understanding real estate law in my state for virtual wholesaling. This is just stuff that you could learn absolutely for free. I mean, you got a degree and that's fine.
So let's give the reality on college. A lot of people watching this are getting pressure from their parents to go to college. And that's how and you know what? Sometimes it's stuff you can't even confront. You just have to deal with it. So guys, even if you go to college because that's what you do in your family, it doesn't mean your learning stops in college. Get through it as fast as you humanly possibly can, and then use YouTube, all the other media channels, so you can learn your craft and what you want to do, and just don't make college the best 4 years of your life. Was it the best 2 years of your life?
No, but it was pretty fun.
It was fun, but you have to go through and you have to have a mission to accomplish. If your mission's to max out your parents' credit card and have more fun than you ever know what to do, then you're probably not taking life seriously. So we're targeting those people that really want to get ahead and do it. If you go to college or not go to college, in the end, it's going to be your attitude and your work ethic that's going to determine your outcome. I just don't want college to be the 4 best years of your life. After that, it should be like the best 75 years of your life, in my opinion.
That's the honest truth. But here's one last thing I can tell you. You should probably, I'm telling to the 18-year-olds watching this right now, let me do a quick question and test for you. Most people out here in wholesaling real estate are going to fail. I would say 80% of people that try wholesaling are going to fail. Don't you agree? At minimum, it's probably higher, right?
Yeah.
To a point, 75, 80.
Okay.
That means 80% of people are going to go back and try to get a job, right?
Mm-hmm.
Having a college degree makes you more money when you're trying to get a regular job. Wouldn't you agree with that? For most people. Here's the thing. It's probably better to have a degree than not to have a degree in wholesaling real estate. I would agree with that. I don't think it hurts. But here's the thing you gotta understand. If you were 18 years old and you're thinking, should I go into wholesaling or should I do college? It is not I had the same choice. Should I do wholesaling or should I do college? I chose to do both, and it worked out really well for me. So if you're 18 years old right now, you have a couple choices. If you it's wholesaling and college, you can do both. Now, if the only college they'll accept you is this private college, this private clown college that costs 80 grand a year and it's not even like a good college, and it's like 6 hours away in like San Francisco, probably not the best option.
Mm-hmm.
But for most people, I'm telling you right up, like straight up, if you do a 2-year state college, community college for 2 years, probably to basically do it for free, and then transfer to like a regular state school for 2 years, and you can work a job and still wholesale on the side, that's probably going to be your best bet. I think for most people, that's the best thing you can possibly do. Or just go to your state college, get your 4-year degree there and wholesale. The thing is, C's get degree. And to get a C in college, and especially in business school, it's really not that hard. It's going to be 5-10 hours a week max. And what I can tell you, and you can do most of this online. So if you got no kids, you're not married, you're single, maybe you're working 40 hours a week in a job, you can do wholesaling, job, and college. So that would be my recommendation for you. Do not get into debt for college, but that's going to be your best bet. I'm telling you straight up. And if you are spending more than 3 to 4 hours every single week on Netflix, social media, Instagram,
Starbucks.
TikTok, Starbucks, well, like if you spend at least 5 to 10 hours a week, which I can almost to a 99% accuracy guarantee that you're doing, also minus off an hour of sleep every day for 7 days straight, that's 7 extra hours. You can go to college for free, wholesale real estate, just drive for dollars 2 hours and cold call the other 2 hours. That's all you really need, especially when you're starting out. Maybe watch our live streams, go to freewholesaling.com, and then work a regular job to pay for it all. You can do that. The thing is, a lot of you guys make excuses in your head that, oh, I can only work a job and do college. I can't do wholesaling. That's an excuse in your head. Like, you want to sleep 9 hours, that's fine, but if you want to get it done, I was working full-time virtual wholesaling, full-time college, taking 16, 17 credits, and living the life of my dreams. I still have time to work out every single day. So guys, if you are 18, 19, that's what I recommend. Go to college if you want. Don't go into debt for it, but don't make wholesaling an excuse of why you can't go to college. You can easily do both, and for most people, it's going to help you. It's never hurt me. Get it going, guys.
So guys, remember, look at your ROI, like how much you're putting on the line for it, and try to get through college as fast as you can. And at the end of the day, it's your decision. You can't let other people tell you what to do because your parents are going to tell you this guru is going to tell you that. You have to do what fits your lifestyle the best, and you know it better than anybody else.
So guys, go out here, make that decision for yourself, and get going on wholesaling. If you want to learn wholesaling real estate for free, you think it's crazy people paying 7, 8 grand a semester, even 30K a semester to learn college, which is stupid. Imagine taking out a loan to learn wholesaling real estate. We teach it absolutely all for free here at freewholesaling.com, and we're here to show you exactly how to get it going. Guys, smash that like button and subscribe, and we'll see you guys soon. Thanks.
See you guys.